Lessons. Lesson 1, how to draw what you see. One of the most important skills of life drawing is learning how to see what is in front of you. This might sound really silly. Of course, anyone with vision can see what's in front of them, but it's actually harder than it sounds. Most of us, when we set out to draw something that is in front of us, such as an apple, a person, a scene in nature, actually tend to draw our idea of what an apple looks like, rather than the actual reflections of light, shadow, and lines that will create a realistic rendering of an apple. Before we get started, you have to make 2 promises. 1, I will follow each step of these instructions, and 2, I will not create a perfect drawing on my first try. Okay, let's get started with drawing what we see using an apple as our subject. With a pencil and a blank piece of paper, I want you to draw an apple. Just take not more than a minute to draw an apple. Okay, now, step 2. Put that drawing to the side. Step 3, put a real apple on the table in front of you. Get a new piece of paper and a pencil. Look at the apple in front of you. Consider what is the general shape of the apple. Is it a circle, an oval, a rectangle? With your pencil, lightly draw the outline of that shape on your paper. Now look at the apple again and then draw any unique features that make the apple in front of you different from the general shape. Does it dip in at the top or have any unique bumps? Does it have a stem? Now step 8. Consider where are the light sources in the room. Is there a lamp or sun coming in through the window? Now look again at your apple and carefully consider which parts of the apple are light and which are dark. Be open to be surprised. You might assume that the light side is on the side facing your light source. Is that the only place you see light? Step 10. On the general apple shape that you drew in step 6, take your pencil and gently shade the parts of the apple where you see shadow on the apple. Something like this. Once you've finished adding shade in the general areas of where you saw shade to your shape, take a break. Walk around the room for 5 minutes. It's important to kind of refresh your brain. Now, the final step, put the drawing you did in step 1 next to the drawing you did in step 6 through 11. What are the differences? Neither of them is necessarily better than the other. They're just 2 different ways of drawing. Step 1 was drawing from your idea of an apple, and step 6 through 11 are the results of drawing, starting to draw the specific apple that you see in front of you. I hope you enjoyed this instruction, and if you keep on practicing this exercise and using different shapes and different subjects to practice on, you can eventually work up to drawing human figures and be on your way to perfect renderings, if that's your goal. And at the bottom of this sheet are some definitions that I think you will find useful in understanding this type of drawing. Thank you.